Hi everyone, my name's June. This is gonna be a weird thing I'm gonna be doing. I've wanted to make a solo Minecraft for a minute now, and honestly the best way to just do that is simply to start. So yeah, we're gonna be doing normal Minecraft stuff. I'm gonna try and make my world at least interesting to live in, interesting to look at. Might do some limitations on what I can do or can't get, but I do know I mostly want to get out of the early game of Minecraft because that is... I've done it too many times. You know when you play Minecraft and you simply like load into a world, play for it for like 2 weeks, and then you just leave? It's hard to stick to a single thing for a while, I find. And so I wanted to remedy that a little bit and commit to a world for a while. This is going to be a world. Now, I did vid a seed before this. I honestly just found this randomly while I was searching through seeds to generate. And while it might not look like too much, there's some really neat structural stuff over there that I'd like to work on. And I don't mind this kind of terrain, truthfully, because it's something to work on. You gotta have something to work on in Minecraft, and something like this, kind of a blank slate that you can basically do whatever you want. Now, I don't know why I made a wooden pickaxe, or not a wooden pickaxe, a wooden axe. If I was gonna make one, a stone one right now, but it's fine. I will simply work with it. Now, I am playing with a couple of mods, notably just ones that increase performance, some like Lithium and Sodium, and a couple of gameplay mods, specifically for Anvils and enchantment tables. Because I find that sort of gameplay to be a little bit dull, not really fun to play through, so it hasn't made it overpowered per se, but it has made it a bit easier for myself. I'll put a full list of the mods that I use in the description, as well as a texture pack from Simple Tweaks. That's the website that I got it from. There probably is going to be a couple hard cuts every now and then, simply because I might find myself running out of things to talk, or just kind of need to recollect myself. So I'll try and not do too much, but it will happen. It'll definitely speed up things like mining up trees that people have probably seen for 1,000 times already. So, yeah. We'll see how it goes. I'm hopefully thinking of at least doing this for a month or so and see how it goes along. Hopefully this will last for a while, and it'll be a thing that I can come back to every so often. But yeah. I for sure want to make a decent chunk of automation in this world. That's something that I feel like I squander on a little bit in most worlds that I play in, and just sort of do everything manually. Well, you can't not do everything manually in Minecraft, or at least not a lot of things, but making it easier, making it a little bit less of a chore, and making it faster are definitely things that are pretty important. Now I see there's a shipwreck over there. Could probably go and grab it. We are kind of running low on daylight, unfortunately. Very nice that we spawned next to a dark oak forest, though. Definitely one of the funnest tree types to build with, I feel like. Yeah. I'll also be trying to make things at least look relatively pretty. I feel like I mentioned that already. But, yeah. Goal of mine to make things look nice, make things functional, and yeah, have a good time playing Minecraft, truthfully. Let's make up some planks. I already had sticks, one out. Get some basic tools out of the way. I don't really do this anymore, I feel like I used to do this a lot. I made a whole accidentally trying to be fancy. I used to make up like a ton of tools that you just carry around, multiple copies of axes and stuff, but I think that's kind of fallen by the wayside recently. I don't know why. I just noticed that recently when playing some or watching some older YouTubers. Other thing, probably gonna try and be playing it hard. I don't mind the difficulty increase. There's some things that come with it that are neat, such as what's it called? Villagers, guaranteed to turn into some villagers and several things. It's not gonna affect anything too much, but it's fun, and I think that's mainly the way that I've played Minecraft in general. I've been yapping all night, or all day, so moon's rising. Probably gonna have to try and stick around here for a bit though, just to collect some more resources. Or at least like start moving on, I think. I know there's a spot over there that I think I liked a lot. We'll just go along with it, see what's gonna happen. Is Minecraft. Yeah. I usually play on 80 brightness. Let's see how this works. Oh, zombies are already spawning. In which case, I might just hang out here and kill some time by low lichen. Get some time by just chopping down some trees and gathering some more stone, such as a Minecraft day. Oh, one thing. I've changed some game rules, probably I think just one. I don't like phantoms. I just disabled phantoms. I might have to re-enable them at some time. If that happens, then I'll let y'all know. And also, I've added experimental features for minecarts. I want to try and use minecarts a bit. I know they're still a little bit underwhelming in how they function, but I don't want to just immediately start using boat roads or whatever, you know? There's gotta be a little bit of a curve to teleportation, I feel, or transportation in Minecraft, and like that is wholly underutilized. So I'm gonna be trying to limit my transportation options going forward. I want to definitely try and use minecarts at some point. I know boat roads are inevitable, but stay away from them as far as I could. And elytra. I think I'm gonna try and put a very long time limit on elytra for myself, maybe 500 hours in this world, 500 days or something, simply because they become pretty overwhelming, become your main transportation method. I want to use other things. I want to try using other portals, or nether pearls. I want to try using boat roads. I want to try using minecarts. I want to try using horses at some point if I think that would be interesting. So yeah. We'll see how that works out. Again, a lot of this is just me going off the cuff and just hitting record and seeing what happens. So, yeah. We have got a good amount of dark oak saplings I'm happy about. Still about halfway through the night. I might try and explore the cave over here. I saw this when I loaded up the world the first time a while back. Ooh. That's one thing I did not make. I didn't make a shovel. And so I made this stupid O. Alright. There we go. Now, I do have a little bit of an issue playing Minecraft. I feel like, at least in newer versions, I find Minecraft terrain to be too pretty. Is it just me? I always have trouble touching it and making it my own, but I want to try and remedy that and play around it. I feel like I have this issue with a lot of games though, where I just try not to touch the terrain too much, be it Terraria, Starbound when I played that. So, gonna try and do my best to be a little bit more willing to change the look of the world. Since I'm gonna be playing here for a while. If I'm too scared to touch things, then, like, what's the point of playing? Yeah. See how it works out. I'm also gonna have to start doing stuff like wrapping copper, because copper's a building block that I'm probably gonna be wanting to use a lot. Also just a little bit of an excuse to get better at building in Minecraft, which I feel like I'm not awful at, but definitely want to try and get better. I've been playing this game for like 10 years, 10 plus years. It's always been like in my periphery, so I want to take a decent shot at playing it. I'm playing it for a while. First creeper? My goodness, a lot of mobs. Try and look at the boat there. Let's try and look at the boat there. Build my own boat. Oh. There we go. Little coastline. Very rocky coast. Very old school Minecraft to have a little bit of a weird coast like this, I feel like. Kinda happy about this this terrain generation I've got. Alright. Oh, you know what I should have made? Should have made a door. There might be a door in here anyway. Ooh. Got a map. The other one? Oh my god, is there a new bubble sound for when you're drowning? I think that didn't exist before. Ooh. Some moss is pretty good. I think that's the last one. I am running frighteningly low on food. All there really is in here. That's the one. Different. Wait, I'm getting confused. This is a new one. Ooh, that's great. That's pretty good. Perfect little shipwreck. These are get you a good amount of stuff early, huh? I don't know if I want to keep music on, like in-game music on for this, so I disabled it for today. I'll see how it is next time I record, but yeah. I hope the audio levels are good too. I have a very old microphone that I definitely need replacing, but I kind of wanted to start this at least ASAP to try and just get myself going. It's really hard to start something. Ooh, let's put this on. Hey, got some early enchanted armor. Not a lot of protection, but it'll help. Yeah, I have a little bit of a jank audio setup, but you know, everyone's got to start somewhere. So, starting here. Starting something is the most difficult part, so I'm gonna do my best. This is a cool looking cave. Ooh, that seems like it goes on for a while. That is my favorite part about... Oh, it's a lush cave. My favorite part about the Minecraft terrain generation new ones is because I adore the cave systems. It's genuinely one of my favorite things to run around and explore in there. I'm a big just general explorer of the video game. I feel like I like a good exploring. I should probably eat this apple so I don't go starving. And look at that sheep. Yeah. Plans for this episode: just find a spot to settle down, find a spot to build a little bit of a house, or at least, you know, best of a starter build that I can do at the moment. Not gonna go all fancy with it. Definitely want these things though. Oh, another thing. I don't know if I really want to use beds to skip a night. I know it's probably a good idea for video purposes, but personally, I like working through the night, or at least like it's an aspect of the game that I kind of feel like I don't do too often. Here's the little river that I found at one point. Over there is where I want to start something. Right next to the river is great. You get salmon in absurd quantities, and salmon are phenomenal early game food source. Oh, that's drowned though. Add these new animations to them? Probably. There we go. Ah, there's another one! See that one? Probably just use the stone axe. More down. Since I can't crit down here. Also gonna be building mob farms of all sorts, truthfully. Slimes, probably squids at some point. Since you want to get a good amount of different types of building materials and dyes and stuff, and it's not really hard. I just haven't done a lot of these things before. Playing around with redstone, maybe make some fancy redstone contraptions. I know for sure. Oh, that felt like a big salmon. I want to use my carts to transport goods. They're not great at it, but it's fancy. It's cute. That's probably going to be one of my first projects, actually. Try and make a functional redstone minecart transportation system for. Gonna include hoppers, gonna include comparators and stuff. It's gonna include comparators and stuff. I just realized. Quartz! Oh god. Maybe we get real lucky with a portal. 16-ish, probably a good enough thing to start out with. Get back on shore. A bit easier to navigate. That over there. Also, this mountain. This mountain's really pretty. I really like this mountain. I think I want to try and build an ice farm potentially at some point. Again, more resources, more building materials, more useful stuff, and packable water is always really good. Get this more copper ore. I'm not a big fan of mining copper ore simply because it like feels like it fills up your inventory really quickly. But you know, it's useful for certain things. I cannot deny the aesthetic appeal of oxidized copper. I'm just a big teal enjoyer personally. Probably one of my favorite colors, and the shade of teal that copper has is pretty good look. That's gonna be over there, I think, where I'm gonna start. Yeah. There's some wolves there too. That's cool. Very nice wide lake. I'm gonna try and maybe build a bridge at some point over here. But for now, oh my goodness, my inventory is so full. Be over there. I don't want to be right at the water line since that seems a little bit odd. But right here seems pretty good. Maybe I flatten this area a bit. To try and keep an eye on the time. I don't know how long I'll be recording for. Maybe I'll record 2 episodes in a row. We'll see. We will see. 2 times just then, right? This is probably gonna be where I will settle down. Beautiful. Everything in chest here. Probably look at this buried treasure too. Whoa. There's an island all the way over there? Ooh, that's gonna be fun to explore. A lot of different wood types here, which is really nice. Birch, oak over there, dark oak over here. Feels really... Oh, spruce over there too, that's right. Feels like it's hard to get a good amount of different types of building blocks early game, so a spawn with a lot of different types is fun. I definitely want to try and get a bit better at using different like palettes and stuff. I feel like everyone has this issue where they build like one generic ass fantasy inspired house design, or at least style. Maybe not everyone. I shouldn't generalize like that, but I know for sure I do. And I kind of want to, you know, experiment with styles at some point, but at least like make bigger structures that I haven't been like feasible about. So yeah. And one thing that I definitely want to do at some point, dig a giant hole. And you might be asking, why would you ever want to do that? I don't know, truthfully still. But on a server I used to play on a very long time ago, I first started Minecraft. I went out to, I think, x equals 1,000, y, or z equals, x equals 1,000, z equals 1,000, and just started digging a 4x4 chunk area. Hey, skeleton. Can you, like, fight the guy? They do! I've never seen that. Oh my god, they run away. Get him, buddy! Ah, perfect. I'm gonna be so safe from skeletons in this area. Wait, buddy. Where'd you go? Hey, buddy. Are you running away from me? Hey. Yo. I'll get you at some. Is this Vanilla Dogs again, by the way? I actually don't know. I've been away from the game for a hot minute. What were they talking about? Holes, right. I built a giant hole in my first like Minecraft multiplayer server. And it was strange. I never got too far with it, but I like the idea, and I like the concept, like what you can fill out in a giant hole. So I definitely want to do that at some point. Maybe not all the way off at 10,000, but a decent distance away. Maybe within like minecarts. So yeah, definitely want to build a giant hole at some point. That's not going to be the first project, since I kind of want to run around here for a while and build up a little bit of a base of operations. But definitely something. I do very much appreciate like rivers like this. They're very wide. You didn't used to have like rivers this size in older Minecraft versions. They used to be little dinky little things, but terrain in Minecraft has gotten so much larger. So much larger. Obviously, they expanded the build limit to a really insane degree, but it's really nice. Really nice. We got this coast armor trim. I don't know how to duplicate these things, truthfully. There's a lot of things I don't know, a lot of things that I'm gonna slowly try and figure out. Oh yeah, we got iron as well. Let's try and do a little bit of a... There we go. Yeah, and now making these stone tools seems a little bit more questionable, but you know, it is what it is. Not gonna not gonna go mad over it. I am someone who tries and to be pretty efficient in video games that I play, or at least, you know, play them pretty well. So I often, like, go to endgame pretty quickly. I'm gonna try not to do that too much. We want to take it slow, nice and slow here. Stop and smell the roses, you know? That kind of thing. There's an idea for maybe going down this cave here, but a little bit of a surface little divot instead of anything fully fledged. That is also something I kind of want to do at some point. Love these wolves. A little bit of a underground build potentially. Hey, buddy. Nope, still nothing. Since kind of go with the flow with underground builds. Maybe it'll make me a bit better with just following the shape of the terrain. I feel like I build a bit blocky usually, not too mundane or organic shapes. Though I do love leaves. I'm a huge fan of leaves, and just tossing out leaves every so often feels really fun to do. You know, I just realized I don't actually have normal oak. I've been chopping down birch and dark oak this entire time. So you know what? Let's use that then. Again, nothing too fancy. We're not gonna be master builders right at the get-go here, but something nice, something symmetrical, something that'll get me going. Nice little wood oak, or oak wood flooring here, essentially. Okay. Might be a little bit of a weird build. I don't have too much cobblestone, but I kind of want to do something like this. Nice little ring around here. And literally just enough for a decent decent little beginning. 2, 3. Oop. Your leaves are in the way. Get out of here. Scram. Get a little bit of here. That's good. A little bit too small of an opening. I'm not that short. Go. Alright. Them in here. I think I might want to get some glass at some point. There's probably some early there on, wasn't there? Yeah. Oh, certainly. I say, right across the way from some glass. Alright, let's grab some there then. Be a nice little artifact of our time here. That's really the coolest thing about Minecraft worlds, I feel like. You get really cool artifacting that you cause. Just from like running around and extracting resources from things. It's neat. And I find the whole like keeping a world in general really interesting. You get really nice history to the thing that you've built. We'll get that eventually, but just want 64 at the moment. Oh, it's raining. It's fine. I turned down the particle effects for rain. Let's get another furnace going then. I don't have any stone. I'll have to get some stone, and then we'll get some more stuff. Yeah. You get cool little artifacting from things that you've like been around and have done. So it'll be fun to see those, you know, in their full effect as we go along here. I've played through so many versions of Minecraft at this point that I truthfully don't know a lot of the differences. I know big ones like, you know, the end update with the combat stuff, the water aquatic update. Obviously, caves and cliffs giving literally all this really fancy terrain. I enjoy that mountain a lot. Definitely gonna have to build something up there. But for now, this stuff. But yeah, there's a lot of little weird inconsistencies with Minecraft. I am playing currently on the current version, I think. No, we're at 0.6. I'm at 1.21.4. Only because, obviously, I have mod-related stuff. And the Anvil and enchanting mod that I have, I think, only works up to this version. Might be a little bit beholden to that. Maybe at some point I'll disable it. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. No, I do want to make a little bit of a quarry here, I think. Maybe even a tree farm, but definitely a quarry. To get some general resources. General, like, mining. There we go. I find it a bit weird to just start digging a 2x2 hole, so, and just right next to your house. I don't like doing that. I don't really like doing something like that in Terraria either, where you just kind of have to have an elevator. I really like making things like that. Get some reeds. Those magma boxes. Oh, we got some clay here. You know, hold on. Let's be smart about this. Let's not waste our time punching stone for a while, or punching clay underwater. Let us first of all make another furnace. Hole in there. Let's want some sand. But let us make a door. I don't know if these get waterlogged. These used to not get waterlogged, and you would be able to get this underwater pockets for yourself. I hope they didn't change that. Test it. Yeah, perfect. Yeah, you get a little space here. Obviously these ones are on the surface level, so I can just do like this. Definitely want to build some ugly brick things though. That is a must-have in any Minecraft world. Personally, I like brick as a texture. I just find it really fun to have. Definitely one of the blocks that I feel like I'm very nostalgic for, even if you can't even be that way about Minecraft blocks. Very, very strange thing to be nostalgic for, I know, but I'm a big brick enjoyer. Even like real life, bricks look nice. We'll fight anyone who has a dissimilar opinion. Little last bit over here. Let's try and get this down. And the one last block over here. There we go. Good old door tech. Huge fan of door tech. Oh, was there some clay over here? There was some clay over here. There we go. Didn't miss out on anything. Have 2 stacks plus some change. Awesome. We're looking up in the world here. Well, except for the rain, but at least that won't tank bitrate. I'll just provide some noise. Do tell me if the noise stuff is a little bit weird in my videos. I'm not an expert at audio balancing. Will try to, you know, get better at it as time goes on. Let's actually move this in there. Oh, no use in keeping it on the open. We're starting to get something here. There we go. Don't take my fish. It's my fish. Did I put my tools in here too? I did. That's okay. There we go. Pick you up too. This is smelting and I don't want to ruin it. Don't want to waste any stuff. Put you here. This will be floating look a little bit awkward, but trust me, it'll work out fine eventually. I just realized we have some suspicious stew too. Let's have an eat. See what it is. Blindness for 4 seconds. That's nice. We have a bowl. That's good. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's 8 wide. Ah, I messed that up. It's okay. It's okay. 4, 5, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4. Go here. Big fan of symmetry. I think symmetry's pretty good. Alright, let's put a roof on this so that I don't get rained on constantly. Grab my oak logs. Let's probably plant some of these saplings so that I don't run out. Apologies for the throat clearing, by the way. I don't know why. My throat's usually a little bit better, I think. Maybe it's because I woke up pretty early. And are still adjusting. I'm still adjusting. But whatever. It'll go away. I can't make everything perfect. No. Okay. For God's sakes, woman, put a roof on this thing. Let's get some building blocks here. I want to get some bamboo at some point. Simply for scaffolding, see how that works out. It's a lot of blocks in Minecraft I just haven't really used too much or not really utilized a lot, personally, so I kinda wanna work around with this. Now, let's do some fancy stuff here, at least to start us off here. Get some little beams across here, cross beams. Oh no! Or front, actually. Got scared. Ah! Ah! I got blocked by the very thing I just put down. Maybe. No, yeah. These dogs are crazy. Huge fan of them. I want to do a thing also at some point where I don't really, or I try not to use torches too much. Get some indirect lighting kind of vibe. Definitely, you know, lanterns and that thing maybe, but not torches itself, since admit to ourselves they don't look that great. It's a thing about get over here. Did you? I am nearly dead, actually. Eesh! Not playing well. I gotta get back in the Minecraft combat space. Chainmail. Get me some chainmail. Huge fan of chainmail. Eee. Try not to die here. Woo! I'm already have leggings on. Alright, let me get inside. I will make a bed for one thing. I'll make a bed for a singular purpose, and that is simply to respawn back here when I die. Alright. You can't dye beds like that? Oh! You need blue dye first. There we go. There we go. Alright. Spawn point set. We'll get back here when we get out of here. Ooh! You know what? That's a good idea. Try out up here. Copper. That's probably a way to get a copper farm going. For sure. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff that I want to start, you know, putting up together. This gives me a little bit of an idea. Maybe I can try and do a little bit of a dirt path up here and get a roof full of grass. It's probably gonna look a bit ugly. That Enderman's not having a good time. No, I haven't stopped training though. So. No one's hurt anymore. Yeah, it's gonna look a little bit strange. I think I should definitely put a slab ceiling up here. Let me get a little bit of an overhang. Oh, a little bit more of an overhang for sure. There we go. That's gonna look a little bit jank for now. But it'll get better, I promise. Oh, one other thing I installed. I have a Freecam mod. Simply because I used to have something like this on a Minecraft server, where you just go into spectator mode. It's really nice for viewing builds. I'm not gonna abuse it. I'm not gonna like start doing this and just look around, find resources like that. It'll be chill. It's a tool, and it's a pretty useful tool, so I'm gonna be using it as much as I can. Or not as much as I can. Using it in places that are reasonable to use it at. I don't want to make it flat. I don't want to make it flat. Yeah, I don't want to make it flat. Let's make it flat for now. See how it looks like. I can just barely not reach that. Just grab the full stack, you dummy. That's fine. Wanna have a creep block here? Something like this, actually. Need a little bit of a flat roof, but not like an amazingly flat roof. Do I want an extra spot here, maybe? Probably is it's probably gonna be a 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 4, 5. It's close. Whatever. It's a starter house. I'm already being way too fancy with it. Is this? Oh no, it is not. Ah! You in my house? You bastard! Eesh. Okay. Nighttime scary. Who'd have thought? Let's get this excavator out and then start building a ceiling here. So that I don't look at dirt all day. Want dirt outside, because then that's gonna look nice once it, like, you know, trails down. Not inside. Definitely get some stairs here. Probably for something like this. Well, I guess all around here. Not like awful idea. Yo. And I think the rest of this can just be slabs. Truthfully. I need one more. Da 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 da. Ah! There we go. Nice little cozy little house. Once again, like that. Let me get some torches going as well. Got a very specific way that I organize my hotbars. Years of playing this game. Alright, we've got another block up there. Let's do this, that it'll start spreading. Okay. Got all the sand we'd ever want, or not sand, the glass that we'd want for now. You know, this moss is going to be pretty useful too. Definitely for building up the textures on the wall there. Let's make a big old window here. Just to have a nice little viewing area. There we go. And it's gonna look a little bit awkward here, I feel like. Let me do something like this. 3, 4. Not like an amazing view out there, but enough. That's gonna actually look kind of bad. Let's just make this whole section here a view window then. Well, no, because I have this stuff here. This is what happens when you don't make a symmetrical house. You run into issues like this. Okay. Here. Max again. Turn like this. Or you know what? I could just do a 3 and a 2. Something like this. Get a nice little here. I'll expand the window. Like that. It doesn't look great. I'll admit it. It doesn't look great. The 8's gonna be throwing me off. I'm probably gonna have to extend this area over there for a bit. Probably try and move the door over to the side here. Oops. Something like this. Yeah, it's fine. Asymmetrical, you know how it is. Let's see how it looks like on the outside. Not a big fan of something like this. Maybe I try and like cover out these. Could also just remove those, truthfully. Truthfully, could simply just remove these. Maybe get a oak log here. Doesn't need to be perfect, just needs to be a little bit pretty. I won't go for perfection, I'll go for reasonably pretty. Yeah, there we go. Oh, and I pick block the dirt instead. There we go. Yeah, this will fill up with grass. Maybe I'll put some trees up there. I'm a huge fan of builds like that, simply because I don't know, blending up nature and like just blending it, just putting. Listen, grass carpets are pretty, okay? Like I'm not the only one who thinks this. Yeah. Got a nice little structure here. We've got our amenities, got the plans, but starting to build stuff up. Probably gonna call it for now. Thanks for watching. Hopefully we'll get a little bit of a series with this going. I'll be uploading these as I can. Definitely a bit to edit. I'm not amazing with editing, but you know, will do my best. I've mostly live streamed a lot before. I have a lot of logs of that, but editing and recording and doing that will be a bit of a different challenge. But it's something that I look forward to doing. Yeah. Thanks for watching, y'all. I'll see you next time. Peace.